Hi, this is Phil from underKG.com, and today we got Xiaomi RedMi Note. So this is a successor to the RedMi that Xiaomi has sold millions of devices over worldwide, and they bumped up the screen size and the specs as well. There are two different versions of the Xiaomi RedMi Note. One's got 1.7 GHz of octa-core processor with 2 GB of RAM, and the other version has a slightly slower clock speed and a single 1 GB of RAM. And this is the higher spec version that we're going to take a look at today. It's got a receiver on the top front-facing camera, 5.5 inch of a 720p display, menu, home, and the back key, and thankfully they did put the backlight that they lacked on Xiaomi RedMi. And on the right is a volume rocker with the power key. On the top is a secondary microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, and the clean left side, and to the bottom with the micro USB port, and this is flipped upside down like the Nexus, and a microphone. To the back is a 13 megapixel camera. This is not backside illuminated, so don't expect good quality photo under low lighting conditions. And the LED flash, and followed by the glossy plastic back cover is the Xiaomi logo, and the speaker grill is located on the left hand side corner. And the battery cover is detachable, giving you access to the two SIM card slot. This is your dual SIM model. So to the left is a 3G plus GSM, and to the right is GSM only. And the micro SD card slot resides in the middle of them. And there's a replaceable battery in orange color. And it's replaceable, so if you need more, you can just buy more off their homepage. Overall build quality is actually pretty good. This feels really solid and sturdy, and doesn't have any kind of build issues. It's clean phone. To the size comparison, it's a 5.5 incher, so this is nowhere to the small phone. And even compared to the same size of a smartphone like the LG G3 with the same 5.5 inches display, this is noticeably taller, and compared to the mainstream 5-inch smartphone, is a big phone. Well, this mainly deals with the size of the screen it's got. The bezels aren't that thick. It's just it's a big screen, so it's a big phone. Turning on gives us the typical MIUI layout. You can scroll down to the bottom to unlock the screen, and this is their launcher, and this is the classic MIUI and doesn't exactly come in the latest version of the Android. This is heavily customized, so it seems like they're having a bit of trouble updating the Android version. It comes in the Android 4.2.2. That's Jelly Bean. That's not even latest Jelly Bean, and that's a kind of disappointment. And since the MIUI hasn't been upgrading, there hasn't exactly been a total shift of the user interface updates, and this still has the interface that they had for years, and we're kind of bored, and the stock Android has gotten better, and MIUI doesn't exactly seem like it's following up to date. The multitasking screen still has these icons, and this could be understood as an interpretation problems, but we kind of wanted that they implement more of the stock Google Android than they're doing now. So we're going to switch to Nova Launcher now. This is my favorite, and CPU Z gives us a very specs about it. This runs at 1.7 GHz of octa-core A7. They've been pushing that this is the true octa-core instead of the Samsung's Exynos, and doesn't really seem like the true octa-core part matter, because this kind of lags, and despite its specs, the A7 octa-core it's never a bad processor to run a 720-bit display, but it lags, and the 2 GB of RAM is plenty of RAM for Android to use, but it kind of has lags, and sometimes key inputs are ignored, and they're kind of lags here and there. And we're kind of surprised to see this, since the benchmark scores weren't bad at all. And that's that. And the good part about this guy is the screen. This 5.5 inch of a 720p display is quite good, actually. And even when we go to the smaller letters like this, we're at the New York Times homepage, and they're quite legible. So we were actually pretty satisfied about, with the display. The smaller letters are actually quite fine with the 5.5 inches of a 720p display. Aside from this, the other functions such as camera. It's got a 13 megapixel, so we expected it to take a good photo, but that wasn't exactly the case, sadly. At the outside, it's actually okay, but when you're inside, it's the low lighting conditions and the indoor conditions aren't exactly performing well. And that was quite a disappointment. And the speaker is actually okay. Speaker works fine, although it's kind of small in the volume. And don't try to listen to music with Xiaomi. The sound quality is definitely not the case to talk over here. And they do have the neat little function called the sound enhancer. And that's somewhere around here. Optimize audio quality. And there are numbers of options to give you bass boost and the surround sounds that only cripples the quality of the sound. It dramatically makes the sound worse. So don't expect much of this sound quality. So overall, we're not really sure. This is a cheap device. Of course, you can't really buy off a 5.5-inch or a decently built phone anywhere with the 160 bucks. That's for sure. But that's just the case when the basic functions of the phone is quite good. But we're not really sure if this laggy Android and this not updated version of the Android is the case that you want from a budget Android device. Just in the case, there are Motorola devices such as Moto E or the slightly expensive Moto G that performs a whole lot better, takes better photos and better sound quality. And the phone quality, audio quality, just better in every other dimension, aside from the specs that you see on the spec sheet. So unless you need this giant of a screen, 5.5-incher, it would be much better to just shift to the more of a mainstream manufacturers like Motorola or LG. Samsung's kind of going expensive there, so Motorola or other kind of cheaper devices out there. So that was Xiaomi RedMi Note. At the mainland China, sold as a HongMi Note. So that was Redmi Note. Thank you always for watching. We just broke the 100,000 subscribers. Thank you always for subscribing and watching our channel. We're always thankful for that. Don't forget to subscribe to other channels as well, such as underKG View. There are other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe on that. Subscribe/follow that. Thank you always for watching, and we'll see you guys later.